Hello people, today we're doing this re-roof. We remove two layers of roofing material. One was wood shakes and the other one was shingles. So it's about 2,500 square feet. And this is how it looks right now. So whenever you have wood shakes in your house, if you live in Southern California, most likely you have a space sheeting underneath. So this is how it looks like. It's a skeleton. And for those people, you know, they say that you have to remove the space sheeting. You don't remove it, okay? What you do is you go over with the new plywood on top. You go over with it, and then you just put it in place, okay? And then later you nail it. This is how it looks. And what the space sheeting is gonna do is gonna help to you don't remove the space sheeting, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna put the plywood on top like it is. You're just gonna fold the nails like this, okay? See how I fold the nails? They're all folded. And then the plywood is gonna bring them down, so it's gonna look straight. So you don't get no buckles or anything like that. All right, and then also you use 1x2 wood, you know, to fill up the gap, you know. Another quick tip about when you're installing plywood, sometimes, you know, the wood is going to end up on top of the space sheeting. Like in this case, you see, this is supporting the edge of the plywood, and sometimes the plywood's gonna end up where there's no space sheeting. So you see, like right here, it's empty. If you leave it like that, it's gonna sag. So what you do, you buy a bundle of this one's called battens. Okay, you buy like a bundle of battens, and then you, like this is 1x2, and then you put it underneath the plywood to make it look even. So it looks like that. See, like this. So this is gonna support the plywood. It's gonna prevent the plywood sagging. And this is the way you stack your plywood on top of the roof. See it? See, you put the 2x4s like this, you nail them, and then you stack the plywood. Make sure that you don't stack too much plywood. And whenever you're doing cuts, you're gonna have a lot of dust like this. Make sure you blow it away, okay? Dale. Blow it away, and then so make sure you're always safe, okay? And don't worry about the end cuts over here. Don't worry about them. Always mark your rafter. You see how we mark the rafters? You see we mark them? You see we mark the rafters. And this is to later when we finish putting the plywood in place. Two guys are throwing chuck lines and one guy is nailing. So it's gonna take about 1 hour for one guy to nail the entire house. So that way you're not, because if you nail, you know, everything at once, it takes forever. You know, I've tried it before. So this is the fastest way to do it so far. Put the plywood in place, boom, 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 and then later you just come back and nail. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for watching. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eric again, Buggy Eric. Anyway, I already passed my roof sheeting inspection this morning. This is the city of Cypress. In this case, I used some of the CDX plywood that I had in my garage. So I told the inspector, do you mind? He goes, no, I don't care, because it's gonna get covered. So you don't really have to use one brand. You can mix it as long as you get covered. Okay, because underneath I have the space sheeting, so this one is not gonna get visible. Again, guys, I want to remind you that whenever you're installing plywood, leave like 1/8 of an inch for the expansion. You see, there should be a gap, okay, on all the plywood. And today I'm gonna show you how to proper install the paper, okay, the felt. Actually, this is not felt, this is synthetic underlayment. You start from the bottom all your way up, okay? And whenever you're using synthetic underlayment, use staples. It's gonna be faster for you, and it's gonna look better. So let's watch Mauro how he does it. You wax it in like about like 10 feet, and then he nails it to keep it in place, to keep the, because if you roll it like all the way to the middle, the paper is gonna slide down. Okay, the gravity is gonna pull it down, and then you're gonna have a big old buckle in the middle. So you have to roll it a little bit more, and then it's gonna stop. You see? Now he align it, and then he put more staples. See, that's how he does it. Mauro, ahí dejaste un clavo abajo, güey. Regrésate. See, whenever you find nails on your way, just pound them down or pull them. Okay. Yesterday we covered the house with plastic because Mauro, esos pedazos de madera, quítalos, Mauro. Estoy grabando, Mauro, así que ponte pija. No, Mauro, no te pares arriba, güey. Estíralo y clávalo. ¿Te vas a caer, Mauro? ¿No tienes miedo?
¿De qué?
You're not scared? He said he's not scared. Clávalo. Córdalo ya. He's gonna cut it to tuck it underneath the flashing. See, usually we use straight blades. We don't use the hook blades because this is like a piece of plastic, you know, like a piece of tarp that you put it on top of your. Se te va a ir, Mauro. Enderezalo. He cuts it in the middle so he can tuck it underneath. See, now he's gonna tuck it underneath the flashing. He's gonna pull it with his hand from the other side to align it. This is something that you're supposed to know already. See, he's pulling it. So now he's gonna, see how he pulls it? Now he's going back, and then he's gonna nail all the way. See how he does it? He didn't worry too much about nailing on the first place because he just put it in place, and then later he goes back and nail properly. Then he ran our staples and. Te estoy grabando, Mauro. Te voy a dar una mochada de lo que me paguen. Mauro, te voy a dar una mochada. I told him I'm gonna give him a cat when I get paid from YouTube. So he says okay. YouTube doesn't really pay me that much, a little bit. Pennies. Stuff like that. So Chapín, arréglate la chambonada que hizo Nacho allá, ¿no? El chiquitito. That's it. And then you follow the same pattern and you keep on going. Mauro, ahí están unos pedacitos chiquititos para que los uses aquí, en los cortes. Úsalos para que se caben. Okay, this is how I do it. Chapín. The other thing I want to show you, it's on the valleys, I'm going to run a piece of the 30-pound felt along the valley on both sides, and then I'm going to cross the the paper from the one this from that side to this one, and this one just crosses, so it's gonna have like 3 layers. And then on top of that, I'm gonna use my valley metals. Whenever you're working in areas that you have a snow, you're supposed to use a layer of self-stick membrane or weather lock or something, you know, that's sticky, so to prevent that, because the snow usually stays on the valley areas, so you're gonna have the water penetration. So whenever you're working, this is the city of Cypress, so we get lucky if it rains like 4 times a year here. So we don't have that much rain. So I'm going according to my local building codes. Okay, if you live in Canada, Washington, you have to be careful, okay guys, because you're gonna have a lot of snow, you know, running to the valleys. Oregon too, snows, Big Bear, you know, those are different installation codes. So you get a lot of people that say, no, why you didn't use a weather lock, or you know, or like a weather guard on your valleys and your eaves, because it doesn't rain here. This is California. We have the beach about like 6 miles away from here. This is beautiful California. This is not Washington. This is not Oregon. This is not Canada. This is not Germany or the UK, or I don't know, wherever you live. Okay, guys? This is California, beautiful California. We have Hollywood. We got all sorts of stuff right here in California. We got Disneyland, Universal Studios, Magic Mountain. I mean, this is all fun, right? This is not about getting ready for the winter. We don't get ready for the winter. When we get ready for the winter, it means we're gonna go party. Okay, guys? So see ya. De este lado también, ¿no, Chapín? De este lado. Si no, una pulgada tiene que tener. The reason he cut the plywood here is to leave a gap between this is the heater pipe. So the heater pipe don't supposed to touch any of the wood because it might catch on fire. So whenever you have a heater pipe or the furnace pipe like that one over there, just cut around about at least 1 inch away from the pipe, okay? Because it might catch on fire. See, like this case, I told him to cut it because when I installed the plywood it was too tight. So always you have time to fix your minor little details. Okay, and this is the way I install my felt. See it? I cross it right here on the center, and I'm gonna do a cut so I can overlap it on this side. See, this is how I do the cut, like this, like this. Yeah. And then I put some staples and make sure that the center line is in the center of the valley. And then when I nail the paper, I usually step on the center of the valley. Okay, like this. And then I go. The same principle applies for the paper. Whenever you get to a pipe, cut around the pipe about 1 inch. You see it like that, so that way you have no fire threads. And on these pipes, you know, this is a flexible pipe. I think this is the exhaust pipe from the kitchen. You usually put like a little nail here so to prevent the pipe from going back into the attic. Okay, just hold it in place. There's some minor little things that you learn while you become a roofer. Un clavo. No, no, déjalo ese, pero eso. It doesn't matter if you mix the two brands. This is titanium 30 year, and that's Tri-Build. That's another brand, but they're both synthetics. This one I had a roll left over from another job that it was steep, and I usually use the 30 when it's just a steep roof because it's got like more grip. So see, we make it look simple. Sácalo hasta allá de un solo, Chapín. Necesito un rollo más, ¿verdad? I'm gonna call my guy and ask him to. As you go, you have to be cutting your exhaust vents and everything. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you like it. I'll show you on the finished results this afternoon, and then this video is gonna be about how to prep a shingle roof. The next step after installing your felt or your synthetic underlayment is to install the edge metal. This time I used 2x2 wide edge metal. Por ahí miré unos T-taps, no sé de qué lado. Si no, me los avientas por aquel lado. The metal on the eaves on the bottom, it goes under the paper, and the metal on the rakes, on the gables, it goes on top of the paper. That's the way that's the way the manufacturer, that's what they recommend. Because this way, so you're gonna nail your starter on top of the the metal on the gables. And what else? Right now, after lunch, I'm gonna start nailing on this side, and tomorrow I have in progress inspection. This is a city, one of the cities that requires an in progress inspection. Remember what I told you about cutting the paper away from the pipe? So whenever you put the paper on and then you see that the paper is too tight, aviéntalos ahí, lo más pegado ahí. Ahí está, ahí se hace. Just cut it, okay, guys?